Hey guys, so I realized I've been kind of MIA for a while. There hasn't really been much to record lately. Um, Nothing really new in my life, like drama-wise, other than we're still going through the adoption process, um, for Russell terminating his rights, and we're in the process of buying a house still. So we're kind of like just hanging out, waiting to see what happens, taking one step at a time. Um, so that's why I haven't recorded, and we've been so busy. Like, we went to Ohio for a week. Kids had swim lessons, Sophie had gymnastics, Zane had an extra session of summer school. So a lot of things were going on, and I haven't um, even had the time to do like makeup tutorials. So today, because I've been watching Jeffree Star a lot, I watched a video today where he did a challenge. I don't know if it really is a challenge or if he just called it that, since I've never seen it before, but where he kind of redid his makeup like how he did in high school. So I figured I'd do something like that, except I would do kind of um, like my transition to now. Just like how I started in 7th and 8th grade, how I did my makeup then, and then I added a little more in 9th grade, and so on. I'm not going to do the full 80s because that's like my now thing, because that takes more time, and I don't want to record a super long video since I have a tendency of doing that. So today I'm just going to do simple stuff. Hopefully it won't take that long. So first off, I'm going to show you what I looked like this was probably 8th grade. So this is my makeup, how I did it in like 7th and 8th grade. And that's my best friend, Sky, who I met when I transferred to Ripon in 6th grade. So I didn't really do makeup until 7th grade, and it was like that. I only did the bottom and then mascara. So what I did was, this is actually the same pencil I used back then too. I still have it. It's Metalast Wet n Wild, and of course I bought it at Dollar General. So, because I still buy my makeup at Dollar General. No one can be as rich and buy expensive makeup like Jeffree Star. Although I did buy a lipstick and lip scrub from him. So I guess when that comes, I'll maybe do like an 80s tutorial, because I bought his lip ammo called Beauty Pageant. And it was kind of like this bright pink, or glittery, like shimmery pink. I can't describe it, but it was like really beautiful. Okay, so anyways, what I did was I basically just took my eye, and actually this is perfect because my tinting, how I tint my eyebrows, I didn't do anything with my eyebrows back then. Even to this day, I don't know how to do makeup. Like, I mean, I do, but I'm not really into that. And back then, I wasn't into foundation, nothing. Like, I still don't even use foundation unless it's a cover like a zit. So yeah, so basically what I did was took the pencil and I just did like a dark line, just a thick raccoon dark line at the bottom, and I went all the way across. Because like I said, I didn't know how to do makeup, and at the time I thought it looked good. Even though we all know I didn't. And somehow, Dale still wanted to date me. I don't know how. I guess he thought it was cute, because I had like short red hair that would like curl up like a poodle. He even says if I were a dog, I'd be a poodle. So, like I said, I just literally do a thick line at the bottom. Like that. And I do it to the other side too. I don't know how. Like, I'm looking at this now, and I'm looking at the picture, and I'm just kind of like, how did this happen? Why did my mother let me go to school like this? No, I'm actually glad she let me go to school like this. She I mean, even though it looked stupid, it was my decision, right, to look dumb. I mean, I'm pretty sure she told me many times that I, you know, like that. Okay, so then I would take this mascara, which is Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot, and I mean, it wasn't this one. It was like a pink, like those pinkish purple ones. I don't know. And I would just do my mascara, and I would blink it on. I think my mom taught me to do that because I didn't know how to put it on. She said this was the easiest way. I know a lot of people like to wiggle it up, but every time I try that, my eyelashes stick together. I mean, I guess this kind of fit because I was, I had a gothic stage, and I guess I wouldn't really call it a gothic stage. I would still dress gothic if I didn't have kids. I just feel like yeah. As a mother, I'd like to at least look a little decent, even though I do sometimes wear revealing clothes. But you know what I mean? It's just I wouldn't want to be wearing my short skirts and corsets while walking my children around town. And I'm not really the type who gives a crap what other people say. Like, I really don't. But I personally don't want to be looking like that with the kids. So this was like 8th grade. Okay, this was 8th grade. And I'd go to school like this. And of course, as you saw in the picture, it would kind of like smudge. So it looked like, I was crying or something. It just kind of like smudged a little bit. So then, this was 7th and 8th grade. Okay. So then, in about 9th grade, 10th grade, I started doing the, wait, hold on. Why is it not focusing? For real, seriously, why is it not focusing? There we go. Okay, so 9th, 10th grade is when I started doing the upper lash, and I started doing the upper lash because my grandma Weber, who passed in 2015, she told me that I would look better and my eyes would look bigger if I did the top. So she actually gave me a lot of beauty tips, mostly on my nails, which is why every time I visit her, I'll usually buy like a bottle of nail polish and I'll set it on her grave, because that was just our thing. Like, she always did my nails when I slept over, and our last conversation before she passed, I noticed her nails were painted beautifully, and I asked her, like, how did she get it to stay like that? And she told me that she puts the base coat, 2 layers of color, and then a top coat. And that was our last conversation. So I guess the nail polish kind of signifies our bond. But yeah, she told me to do my upper lash line too, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. So then, Zayden's sleeping, but he's a heavy sleeper. So even though I have mascara on, it's gonna be a little hard to do. But here, I'll start with this eye. I would literally, it was still thick, like raccoon. But, it was a step up, right? So I'd literally just go across like this. And again, like it was thick. I looked like a freaking raccoon, and you know what? That's okay, because, like Jeffree said, we all start from somewhere, right? Okay, so kind of like that. And because my eyelids get so oily, like, no matter how, like, I didn't wash them before I did this because I planned on taking it off right away anyways, but my eyelids get so oily, I, like, throughout the day, and because, like, my crease is so, like, low that I hardly have any, like, eyelid visible, there'll be, like, a line that appears up here and it'll wash off from down here. So I was asking Kia, my sister, because she's been into makeup. I thought she would know, like, what to do, how to fix that, how to keep it from, or how to, like, try and keep it in place and not let the oil kind of transfer it to the top of my eyelid. And she told me to use eyeshadow. So what I did, Wet n Wild, it's black. Bought it from Dollar General, and what I would do is I would take a cheap brush and dip it in my cheap eyeshadow, and I would just trace the line. Actually, I think this was more 9th grade, because in a minute I'll tell you why this wasn't 10th grade. Just let me finish this. Okay. Okay, so this was kind of like somewhere between 8th grade, sort of 9th grade. Okay, so why I say it's not 10th grade is because about like between 9th and 10th grade, I started cleaning it up. And what I would do is I would take a Q-tip, and I would usually do this in my bathroom, so I wouldn't need a cup, but I took water, you know, dyed it wet, and then I would use soap. It's miscolored because the kids decided to color on it with their bath crayons. And I would make like a fine point. Make like, ugh. Okay, you get the point. I'll work on that. You make like a fine point with the Q-tip. And what I would do is I would just like clean it up. I'd make it like thin, nicer, just defined. And I started doing that because I was sick of looking like a raccoon. But my biggest problem is that my eyes still get oily. And, you know, I didn't know what primer was back then. I actually didn't know what primer was until like 2 years ago. That's how behind on makeup I am. I still don't contour. I still don't, you know, paint my face with concealer. I like my natural features, and I just like painting my eyelids with color, you know? So I just define this. But okay, so because my eyes, even my under eye, gets oily, I would have to bring my makeup to school, and like in between classes, or even, that's dirty, and even between classes, like I go to the bathroom and clean it up because it would like smear down, and it was so irritating. So by like, you know, junior year, senior year, I wasn't wearing makeup as much. And by as much, I mean I was still wearing it at least half the week, but I was a teen mom twice actually, and because I kept Zayden, I was so tired. So of course I didn't really care anymore at that point. I was for sure with Dale. I had Zayden. It was just, yeah, I just didn't care anymore. But it was just so tiring having to go to the bathroom and, you know, like every class period and clean up my makeup because it wouldn't stay on. And at this point, Kia, I think, you know, was, well, not senior year, but sophomore year, she was living in Oshkosh with her then husband, David, and so we didn't really talk much because she lived so far away, and you know, so yeah, so this is how I would do my makeup, and I would just like clean around the edges, and it looks a lot nicer. But it looks weird because you can't really see my eyebrows. And actually, this is still darker than my natural color. My natural eyebrow color is blonde, pure blonde. You cannot see my eyebrows at all. I still have a little bit of tint in there, which is why you can still see it right now. But if I never tinted my eyebrows, you would not be able to see them right now. And that is why I hate my hair color. And the first day of class, or registration, before I started at UW, I saw a redhead about my hair color, maybe a little brighter, and she had red eyebrows. Like, her eyebrows matched her hair, and I was so jealous because I was like, why can't my eyebrows do that? So this was my last day of school, senior year, last day of senior year. So I was 18, right? Yeah, I was 18, and you know, it looks a little cleaner, it looks better. I think by then by senior year, I started doing my waterline, so let's try that. Again, it took a lot of upkeep, and it was the last day, and as you could tell in the picture, my hair was straightened too, which I legit straighten my hair every single day. In freshman year, which I don't know how Bill ever wanted to date me, because freshman year I legit had my hair straightened every day, which made it look like crap because I was frying the ends every day. And then wearing makeup every day. Like, I don't think Bill ever saw me without makeup, not until recently when he started talking to me, because I was too self-conscious. I didn't want him to see me with curly hair. I didn't want him to see me with no makeup, because I was at the point where I was even surprised he liked me in the first place. So I didn't want to give him a reason to leave me. I mean, technically, he gave himself a reason by getting me pregnant, because he was too stressed out. Whatever. Yeah, you're too stressed out. Even though me, being 14, got pregnant by a guy I was only dating for 2 months. I get it. You know, I believe there were a lot of things I could have done to stop it, and I wish well, now I don't wish I had, because seeing him, our child, with his family, makes me believe that's the reason why I was dumb enough to let Bill have sex with me. So, you know, it makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, so this kind of was how, this is, you know, kind of like my final look. After high school, I did start experimenting a little bit more. So this is a picture at the end of 2015. And, to this day, I still do it kind of like this, where I only bring the eyeshadow halfway because it makes my eyes look bigger. And maybe it's because all the years of doing it like this, I feel like a freaking raccoon. And this look, I think this look would look better with liquid eyeliner, primer obviously, and darkening my eyebrows. Hold on, maybe the light is still a little too bright. There. You know, so it's not that bad. And now I've started experimenting with color, doing more 80s, something I wish I would have done early on, but I didn't really get into makeup until recently, and even now I'm still not that into makeup. So yeah, this was actually kind of fun. I didn't think it would be, because I was boring back then, and my makeup style is still boring now. Once in a while I'll add like wings, or I would in high school. I'd add like the wing, and once in a while, I think I had a period, like a phase, where I would only do the top eyeliner, and then I'd do like a little wing, and I wouldn't do the bottom, which actually did look pretty good. And Dale on Reddit did a rate me, where he posted up like a lot of my pictures, and a lot of people gave me like a 4, like out of 10, because of my teeth, which, you know, I understand, my teeth are kind of fucked up, whatever, but I've grown to love my teeth, so y'all can suck it. Anyways, a lot of people loved the picture Dale put up there of me with just the top liner, saying that it complements my eyes, it makes my eyes look bigger. It just made me, I guess, look older too. However, that got a lot of attention from the idiots who feel like inboxing or messaging pictures that when Dale posted it on Reddit, he said, "This is, you know, my wife," even though we weren't legally married back then. But he was like, you know, "Rate my wife," or whatever. So, like, I don't know if guys just sent pictures like, "Oh, show your wife this," type of thing. I don't, I don't know. Um, but yeah, so it was crazy. They can get kind of harsh. Like, the biggest turnoff, I guess, was my teeth, which I understand fully. I hated my teeth up until recently, but because I've lived with them for so long, I don't think I could ever, you know, I don't think I'd ever change it. I don't, with or without surgery, I don't think I could ever do the braces. Um, I will, school is starting, but I will try to, upload more, maybe do some tutorials. I am thinking about making my own makeup, like eyeshadow, so maybe I'll do a tutorial of that and just show that. I guess when we were in Ohio, my niece, Nezzy, I guess thinks I'm a celebrity on Facebook, even though I have like only 6 subscribers, but she's, I think 6, it's bad, I don't know, she's only like 6, so, you know, it was just kind of cute that I guess she watches my videos sometimes. I mean, really, she's Dale's niece, but, you know, they're my family too, so she's my niece, and she's really cute. One of these times, I'm thinking of doing maybe something with her, like, for YouTube, and, I don't know what we could do together that would be fun. I don't know, maybe I could let her do my makeup? Who knows? So, and I'll obviously upload more as I know more about the house. Bill, I still haven't received a call. I'm assuming he obviously was found guilty, and they kept him in jail, but I haven't heard anything from his attorney, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know how long he's there. I don't know anything. And then with Russell, that's a whole different story. I guess he's still going through with the termination. You know, I hope he continues through it because, one, I already paid the $500 fee for the adoption, and two, I just think it would be better because I feel like because of his rights, he has this, like, I don't think he realizes it, but he knows he has that power to take me to court, and so he just, you know, whenever I don't give him what he wants, "Oh, we're going to court," type of thing. I guess he's like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but I just feel like without that power, he'll be a lot calmer, and it'll be a lot easier to work with him on seeing Zayden. So, I mean, I don't know, we still have to figure things out. There's a lot to talk about. I don't know. Like I said, I'll keep you updated as things come along. As for now, there's not going to be a set video time. I'll just upload whenever I upload. So, that's it. And I still kept you for 25 minutes. So, that was it. It was actually kind of fun. So for those of you who actually did makeup in high school, or maybe have had a drastic change in makeup, I think it'd be fun to do it. I think it'd be fun to see then versus now, maybe doing like transitions kind of like I did, like 7th, 8th, 9th, you know. I think it'd be fun. So yeah, do it. Thanks for watching. Sorry I kept you for 25 minutes again because I like to ramble, which I'm doing now. So I'm just going to stop talking. So bye.